Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Gonna be giving you my predictions for the Manchester United Everton game at Old Trafford. So score prediction, I'm gonna go with 2-1 to Manchester United. And the goal scorers, I'm gonna go with Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. And Everton's goal scorer, I'm going to go with Demarai Gray. So that is your score prediction. Now Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 2-1 win against Villarreal in the Champions League group stage at Old Trafford. For the vast majority of the game against Villarreal, we was poor. But all that matters is we got the win. It was good to see Manchester United get back to winning ways, because prior to the game against Villarreal, we'd lost 3 of our last 4 games in all competitions, and obviously, reflecting on that, Solskjaer was under pressure. And there's still some Man United fans that are demanding Ollie out despite us beating Villarreal. It was good to see Manchester United get revenge on Villarreal from last season's Europa League final. Last season Villarreal beat us in the Europa League final 11-10 on penalties. We lost our last league game to Aston Villa 1-0. It was the first time Aston Villa won at Old Trafford in 12 years. I'm expecting Manchester United to beat Everton tomorrow. The last time Everton beat us at Old Trafford was back in 2013. It was a late goal by Oviedo. Obviously, we beat Everton comfortably in pre-season. It was 4-0. It was our final pre-season friendly game. This fixture last season at Old Trafford was 3-3. Everton overcame a 2-goal deficit in that game. De Gea made 2 mistakes in that game and he got heavily criticised for that. We beat Everton at Goodison Park last season 3-1. Solskjaer was under serious pressure going into that game. You know, if we'd have lost that game against Everton at Goodison, there'd have been a very good chance that Solskjaer would have been sacked. And we beat Everton in the EFL Cup quarter-final last season 2-0 at Goodison Park. The other week, Everton lost 3-0 to Aston Villa. They also got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by QPR on penalties. Now Everton's manager is Rafa Benitez. Everton appointed him in the summer. He's got a contract with Everton until 2023. Rafa Benitez is a good manager. You know, he's got a good pedigree behind him. You know, Rafa Benitez has won a lot of trophies. Obviously, when Rafa Benitez managed Newcastle, he won the championship. And obviously got Newcastle up to the Premier League. Rafa Benitez ended up resigning as Newcastle manager. Rafa Benitez also managed Chelsea before and he won the Europa League with them. A lot of years ago, Rafa Benitez managed Liverpool and he won the Champions League. When he managed Liverpool, he won the Super Cup, the FA Cup and the Charity Shield. He's managed a lot of other clubs as well, but I can't remember all of the clubs he's managed, but he's well proven in the Premier League. Before Rafa Benitez, Everton had Carlo Ancelotti. You know, Ancelotti's a good manager as well. Ancelotti left Everton at the end of last season to return to Real Madrid. Before Ancelotti, Everton had Duncan Ferguson. He was the interim manager. Before that, Everton had Marco Silva. Everton were very poor under him, and that's why Marco Silva got sacked. At one point, Everton had Roberto Martinez, and it was very consistent under him. I reckon they should have kept him. And at one point, Everton had David Moyes. He was a long-serving manager at Everton. He endured 11 years with them. You know, Everton have got a decent squad. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's one of their key players. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is actually out with injury at the moment, so that's bad news from an Everton perspective. Man United have been linked with Dominic Calvert-Lewin before. Another one of Everton's key players is Richie Arledson. He's out with injury as well, so that's also bad news for Everton. Everton have also got Anthony Gordon. I think he'll be in contention to play in this game. They've also got Decore Everton. I think they got Decore from Watford. Everton have obviously got Andros Townsend. Everton got Townsend in the summer transfer window. They've also got Damari Gray, got him in the summer transfer window. Everton have also got Alex Iwobi. Andrea Gomez, he's one of Everton's midfielders. He's out with injury at the moment. Andrea Gomez is injury prone. You know, he's sustained quite a few injuries at Everton. They've also got Fabian Delph. I think, is he a midfielder? Or is he a defender? Can't remember. But anyway, Fabian Delph is out with injury at the moment. Everton, have they still got Sigurdsson? I don't know. Obviously, Sigurdsson is in trouble. Is allegedly a paedophile. But anyway, Sigurdsson has a good goal-scoring record against Man United. You know, he scored a lot of times against us when he was a Swansea player. Lucas Digne, he's a very, very good left-back as well. I think there's a good chance he'll be involved in this game. Everton have got Ben Godfrey. Got him from Norwich last year. They brought him in under the Carlo Ancelotti era. Also got Allen as well. They got him from Napoli. They brought him in last year. Got him under the Carlo Ancelotti era as well. Everton have obviously got Michael Keane. He's one of their centre-halves. If he plays in this game, he'll be reuniting with Man United because Michael Keane is a former Man United player. Another one of Everton's centre-halves is Yerry Mina, and I do rate him. Everton have also got Seamus Coleman. He's out with injury at the moment. Jordan Pickford, he's Everton's first choice goalkeeper. He's actually been out with injury. To Pickford's credit, he did very, very well in the Euros. He also did very well in the World Cup. Begovic as well. He's another one of Everton's goalkeepers. Everton got Begovic in the summer transfer window. I think they got him from Stoke. Another one of Everton's goalkeepers is Olsen. Ancelotti actually brought him in. Don't forget, Everton have let quite a few players go. They recently offloaded James Rodriguez. I think Everton will be disappointed that he went, because I thought James Rodriguez made an impact at Everton. You know, they brought James Rodriguez in under Ancelotti. Also, Joshua King and Bernard left Everton. Ancelotti actually initially brought Joshua King in. Everton also offloaded Theo Walcott. He's at Southampton now. They also offloaded Moise Keane. And Kudu, he also left them. And a few years ago, Everton offloaded Idrissa Gueye. He went to PSG from Everton. Now, Man United have done transfer business with Everton before. Don't forget, we got Romelu Lukaku off them back in 2017. You know, Lukaku enjoyed a couple of years at Man United. Then, obviously, we sold him to Inter Milan. Did well at Inter Milan. Now, obviously, Lukaku's gone back to Chelsea. And since he's gone back to Chelsea, he's made a very good impact. We got Fellaini off Everton back in 2013. Fellaini did enjoy 6 years with us, and we got Wayne Rooney off Everton back in 2004, and Rooney enjoyed 13 years at Man United, and he's our all-time record goal scorer with 253 goals. Now, obviously, we've still got Marcus Rashford out, but Marcus Rashford is close to returning, because it said the other week that Marcus Rashford looked sharp in training after injury shoulder operation. Will look much better when Rashford comes back into the team. Like I've said so many times before, he's mostly effective on the left-hand side, so he's better on the left than he is on the right and up top. Obviously, Harry Maguire is out with injury. He's going to be out for a few weeks. Solskjaer recently confirmed. Harry Maguire came off injured in our 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa. Amad Diallo, he's still out as well. Luke Shaw was out, but now he's back. He's recovered from that minor injury. We've only lost one game in the league so far this season. So prior to that defeat to Aston Villa, we've enjoyed a pretty good start to the Premier League season. Earlier on today, I gave you the news on Donny van de Beek. Donny van de Beek visually furious with Solskjaer, as he was left on the bench in Man United's win over Villarreal. Van de Beek was spotted throwing chewing gum in the dugout. Reports have said today that Van de Beek will try to force a January transfer away from Man United following the Villarreal meltdown. Solskjaer, don't forget, rejected Donny van de Beek's exit because Everton were close to signing him on loan on deadline day in the summer transfer window. Many clubs have been in for Van de Beek. He's had a long running transfer saga. But I've said so many times that Solskjaer has to start Donny van de Beek, especially in the Premier League, because he's not getting enough game time. Van de Beek obviously played the full 90 minutes against West Ham in the Carabao Cup, and Van de Beek put a very good performance out. Also started against Young Boys a couple of weeks ago, but Solskjaer taken Van de Beek off at half time in that game. And I heavily criticised Solskjaer for that, because Van de Beek was our best player in the first half of that game. The other week, Don Hutchinson told Donny van de Beek that he must leave Man United to save his career, and Paul Ince said that Van de Beek has got absolutely no chance of staying at Man United. Earlier on this season, Van de Beek told Solskjaer his best position. Van de Beek reckons he'd be best served operating as a number 6 or as a number 8. And a few weeks ago, Van de Beek's agent did a lot of talking. This season is Van de Beek's second full season at Man United. You know, last season he made 36 appearances in all competitions, but most of them appearances came from the bench. I recall Van de Beek starting just 4 games in the league last season. But I haven't really had much of a perception on Van de Beek at Man United, because like I've said, you know, he doesn't get enough game time, but in general he's a good player. We got him for 40 million with add-ons included. Van de Beek's got a contract with Man United till 2025, and there's an option of a further year. And he's versatile, he can play in 3 different roles. And earlier on today, I was talking with you about Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo can't keep saving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. Obviously, Ronaldo scored the winner against Villarreal in the 95th minute of stoppage time. That's 5 goals in 5 games for Ronaldo. It was his 178th appearance in the Champions League. It said not so long ago that Ronaldo wants to retire at Man United. Then coach Cristiano Jr. in the Red Devils youth team. And prior to the Villa game last weekend, you know, Solskjaer said he believes Ronaldo can keep playing for Man United into his 40s. Ronaldo's 36 at the moment. Ronaldo's already hinted that he's looking to stay at Man United beyond his current contract. Ronaldo's under contract with Man United till 2023. There's an option of a further year. Ronaldo receives £480,000 a week, is the highest earner at Man United. He wears the number 7 shirt, Ronaldo, and we got him for 19.8 million with add-ons included. He's doing really, really well though since he's re-signed. He's the greatest player of all time. You know, Ronaldo's won 32 major trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. But I'm expecting Manchester United to sell players next year. You know, there's a good chance we're going to offload Martial. Good chance we're going to offload Van de Beek. Cavani will leave next year, January or at the end of the season. Mata will leave next year. I'm expecting us to offload Lingard in January. Jones, I think he'll leave next year. Dalot will leave next year. I think Tellez will leave next year. Bailly could also be offloaded next year. And I also want Fred to go because Fred is not good enough to represent the club. Manchester United enjoyed a very good summer transfer window this year. We made 4 signings. Obviously, we brought Tom Heaton in on a free from Villa, brought Sancho in from Dortmund, brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid, and we re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo after 12 years. We spent around 141 million in the summer transfer window. And Solskjaer received very good backing. John Murtough backed him, Darren Fletcher backed him, and surprisingly our owners, the Glazers, backed him. It said not so long ago that Solskjaer's job is safe for now because the Man United board retained full support for Solskjaer. Solskjaer has endured like 5 transfer windows as permanent Man United manager. It was disappointing that we didn't sign a midfielder in the summer transfer window. I'm hoping we can sign a midfielder in January or next summer. As you all know, Man United have been linked with Declan Rice. Solskjaer recently told the Glazers that he wants Man United to sign Declan Rice. Well, it said not so long ago that Man United abandoned the pursuit of Declan Rice because of West Ham's 90 million valuation. It says we was looking at Declan Rice alternatives. Earlier on this season, it said Man United identified Declan Rice as number 1 midfield transfer target for next summer. He said Declan Rice is likely to leave West Ham next summer as he targets a club offering Champions League football. When the summer transfer window was open, it did say that Declan Rice was unhappy with West Ham's 100 million price tag and he's rejected a few contract offers at West Ham. Rice has got 3 years left on his contract at West Ham. It said earlier on this week that Man United were interested in Calvin Phillips because we ended our interest in Rice, but Calvin Phillips won't be coming to Manchester United, that's for certain. He's already made that clear. Leeds value Calvin Phillips at like 60 million. We did loan quite a few players out in the summer transfer window. Obviously we loaned Ethan Laird out, Axel Tuanzebe, Andres Pereira, Brandon Williams, Tahith Chong and Facundo Pellistri. We only managed to sell 1 player in the summer transfer window and that was Daniel James. But Solskjaer, he's got to win a trophy within the next 12 to 18 months to basically save his job. Solskjaer's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. And a few weeks ago, Solskjaer did mention that we must leave a legacy of silverware. Solskjaer's ambition for this season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. Obviously, there's a lot of United fans that are sceptical we're going to win the Premier League under Ollie or win anything under Ollie, should I say. But we should be winning the Premier League. We've got a title-winning squad, so there's no more excuses. Earlier on this season, Solskjaer told his Man United squad that it's better than the 1999 treble-winning team that Ollie was part of. I said at the start of this season, though, that this season was going to be massive for Solskjaer because he's got big expectations to exceed. This season is Ollie's 3rd full season as Man United manager. Obviously, you've got some Man United fans that want Antonio Conte in. Conte is available because he left Inter Milan at the end of last season and Quite a few weeks ago it said Antonio Conte would accept the Man United job if Solskjaer was to be sacked. Conte wants a winning project, so he rejected Arsenal and he rejected Tottenham. There's some Man United fans that are demanding Zinedine Zidane. In the summer, Solskjaer signed a new contract with the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year, and we made a mistake giving him that new contract. Solskjaer has managed over 150 games as Man United manager in all competitions. This December, Solskjaer would have been in charge of Man United for 3 years. You know, Solskjaer got appointed in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. Reflecting now on Solskjaer's been at the club, he has gained some managerial experience and he's learnt quite a bit on the job. But there's still plenty of things Solskjaer's got to learn because he is still a young coach. Solskjaer hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager, and that is definitely a concern. And his decision making also concerns me because analysing the vast majority of the games he's managed at Man United, he's been tactically naive. And there's a lot of United fans that have got reservations about his decision making. But like I've said to you before, the reason Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager is because he's a legend of the club, and that's what has saved his job, because we've endured very bad periods under Solskjaer where he's been extremely close to getting sacked. So there you go. Solskjaer has done his press conference building up to this game. So yeah, so anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.